Hello everyone, I am Mellow, and welcome back to Pokemon Legends Arceus. We just got kicked out of the village, but I'm on a mission from God, so I still gotta go put in some work. Alright, off to the lake. They say this lake actually used to be a volcano, then it erupted leaving a huge crater that filled with water, and so Lake Verity was born. It is protected by a Pokemon called Mesprit. It was when Mesprit took flight that people first learned the joys and sorrows of living. Or that's how the old tales go anyway. Oh snap. That cave, it just appeared from nowhere. Is that the arc form the professor was going on about? What surprises await within, I wonder. Mistress Kogita seemed quite intent that you would have to prove yourself to all three of the Pokemon that guard these lakes. This challenge was never for the faint of heart. Alright, we're going in. The air feels somehow tense in here. A menacing Pokemon stands before you. You and your Pokemon quelled Hisui's nobles. You can handle any battle, Mellow. Oh, you missed. It's curious, but when I watch you and your Pokemon battle, I feel as if there's no obstacle that can't be overcome if people and Pokemon work together. Now let's see about the Pokemon of the lake. I feel a mysterious presence. Your emotions, share them with me. Okay. I can only imagine how it must feel to speak directly with a Pokemon like that. When you fell to this land, what stirred in your heart? Surprise. How did it feel to bond with Pokemon and work together? Heartening. What did you feel when you mingled with Hisui's clans? It's a wide world. What did you feel when cast out of the Galaxy team? Life is complicated. This seems to fit. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. I got a plume. Needed to forge the red chain, okay. I know that Pokemon spoke with you, yet the words did not reach my ears. It's mysterious, but I suppose when dealing with someone who fell from the sky, it's only natural to encounter mystery. Next, on to Lake Valor and Lake Equity. Looks like that worked out well, Mellow. I must say you know an awful lot about Hisui, Volo. I suppose a merchant like you sees all sorts of things in their travels. That's right. You could say it's because I'm a merchant, but mostly I'm just naturally filled with curiosity. I want to know exactly what happened in the past that led us to this particular present. Or more accurately, I suppose, I want to know where I came from and where I'm headed. I want to know my path, so to speak. Same goes for me. Our clan settled at the very spot where our forebears once beheld Almighty Sinnoh, but I've still never seen Almighty Sinnoh for myself. Weighty matters to ponder for sure, but we have an important task before us. Do you want to return to Mistress Kogita's home? Perfect, I'd like to see what she thinks of our progress. Ah, Miss Plume. So the legends told it true, then the red chain must be real as well. I beg your pardon, Kojita man, but what do these Pokemon that represent the mind have to do with this red chain? And why exactly should it bind the world? Your doubts suggest a keen intellect. I see you're not your clan's leader for nothing. Without the mind, were the rift to widen and the very world to end, would we even know it? One might even say the world, time, space, all creation exists only because our minds are there to perceive it. Perhaps the red chain's purpose is to let one see creation as it truly is. What, so does the mind create the world, but isn't it the other way around, or is it? Such are myths, my child, teaching us about the world in their own incomprehensible ways. They urge us to think more for ourselves, on the nature of Almighty Sinnoh, and on the nature of the world in which we dwell. You're absolutely right. Myths and legends are such fascinating things to study. In any case, all we have to do is complete 2 more trials and we will get the red chain. How nonchalant you sound. How confident of successes to which you contribute nothing. You tag along only for the chance to gawk at more ancient ruins. Man, she roasted him. He just took it. He's like, whatever. Yeah, you're right, no. Here we are, Lake Equity. You know, I've been told it actually contains seawater as well. Nobody knows why though. It could be a fluke of geography, or perhaps it's connected to a Pokemon somehow. Lake Equity is protected by the Pokemon Uxie. When Uxie took flight, the knowledge to solve problems was born in people's minds. That's what the stories say anyway. A tool that can make caves simply appear from nowhere is quite a handy one to have. I wonder what waits inside. I imagine there may be a Pokemon in there protecting the lake's guardian. Take care. I sense a chill in the air. What is this? Oh, wow. Could that be the dreaded baneful fox? The baneful fox, it is a Pokemon said to be filled with malice. We were told stories about it as children. You feel a mysterious presence. Come, I will test your knowledge. Combi, Zubat, Unknown, Magneton, Dusclops. How many are their eyes? Tell me each one by one, yet all at once. Answer me. So Combi has 6. Zubat has none. Unknown typically have 1. So like a code then, like 601. Magneton has 3. And Dusclops has 1. So is it 60131? Oh, that was it, okay. I got a claw. Goodness, that was tricky, but only one more to go now. I assume all went well, Mellow. Still, I must wonder, why don't they just give us the red chain? Why all this running about? Perhaps they mean to test whether whoever seeks it is worthy? Perhaps you're right, who knows what would happen if it fell into the wrong hands after all. Though on the other hand, what use would those wrong hands have for it? Who can say for sure? Maybe the red chain has some other use besides mending the world. The red chain's as mysterious as this entire predicament we're in, but if we continue visiting the lakes, we'll get closer to an answer. So shall we return? Wonderful, then we can see if Mistress Koguda has any more insights to share with us. So that's Uxi's claw, a sense of warmth to it. I do have to wonder if anyone else has ever completed the trials of these lake Pokemon. Indeed, yet we may want to add just a dash more speed. Things in Jubilite Village are tense. What makes you say so? It seems a Pokemon's been glimpsed on the other side of the rift. One of those Ginkgo Guild merchants informed me that Commander Kamado has raised a force, not to survey the Pokemon, but to subdue it should the need arise. One of the Ginkgo Guild merchants? You make it sound as if you're not one of them. Now, if a Pokemon truly were to appear from beyond the rift, what would become of everyone, I wonder? Don't let Hisui's great vastness stop you, Mellow. Let's go get the final item we need. That's the spirit. I'll come watch this historic moment unfold too. Watch? Is that all you really do? Remember, once you sought the third lake and found what's needed for the red chain, make for the shrouded ruins. Do you know about Lake Valor? It's said to have been formed by a volcanic eruption much like Lake Verity, though there are also other theories that say it was carved out in the midst of a Pokemon battle. This lake is protected by the Pokemon Azelf. When Azelf took flight, the will to do what needs doing was born in people's hearts, or that is what legend would have us believe. Okay, cavern number 3. What an eerie space. Why would there be columns inside a cave anyway? A menacing Pokemon waits before you. Watch yourself, Mellow. Those quills look vicious. Yeah, no joke. Wow, I can't catch those, so I have totally been missing out. Dang it. Oh well. I'm sure there will be others. Show to me unyielding will. Strike me if you can. Wait, bombs? Are you meant to try to hit Azelf with them then? You seem to hear a voice inside your head. Will you abandon this folly? Seems you had best give up. Will you continue regardless? It's pretty clear that I'm not supposed to give up. Give up. You struggle in vain. Will you yet press on? Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. I got a fang. That looked exhausting, but now we've journeyed to all 3 lakes. Now we just need to go find a ruin. Seems we finished the 3 lake trials. If I remember correctly, we were told to then head for the Shrouded Ruins. I don't know what could await us there, but I'm always excited to explore some ancient ruins. Let us be on our way. The Shrouded Ruins. Mist is so very good at obscuring things, it's long been said to blur boundaries. If we were to somehow bring together the world of humans, the world of Pokemon, and the world of myth, then maybe we need a setting such as this. That being said, what are we meant to do now? Seems I've made it in time. You arrived just when we'd assembled all 3 gifts. Did you somehow see our progress across the distance dividing us? I had the aid of a rather remarkable Pokemon, if you really wish to know. Could you mean that Pokemon that flits about the Hisui region? But never mind that now. What about the red chain? How are we to forge it? I would hardly know. We speak of a divine instrument, one said to be capable of binding the very world. Do you really imagine it can be forged by mortal hands? And what are we to do? Search the entire vastness of Hisui for the answer? The Pokemon of the Lakes. I got the red chain. So it was true. The pact our people have passed down for all these generations has been kept. At last I can set this burden aside. You succeeded once again, Mellow. Yet things do not seem to be going so well for the rest of the world. What have you heard now? I've had some news from my fellow merchants in the Ginkgo Guild. It seems that the commander is going to forego waiting for our investigation to finish. He plans to climb Mount Coronet himself. Has he lost his senses? He plans to get close to the rift to study it himself? Well, he doesn't yet know that our Mellow has managed to get the red chain, now does he? It's true, there's no way he could. We need to tell him about the chain, and about everything Mellow has achieved before he sets out. Mellow? Welcome back. It's been grim here. We in the Survey Corps hardly even speak to one another lately. But with you back, maybe Captain Celine's appetite for potato mochi will return. Anyway, wait here a minute, will you? I'll go and let the captain know you're back. Oh, my dear Mellow. The professor has been awfully worried about you, Mellow. Of course I was worried, but I don't think I could hold a candle to the distress you showed at Kari. That's blowing it out of proportion. I don't think it's appropriate for an adult to make things up just to hide their embarrassment. But, where's the captain? Wasn't she coming along with you, Professor? She's buried under a mound of work, I'm afraid. We're to join her in the Survey Corps office. It seems her hands are more than full now that Commander Kamado's gone. Well, he set out for Mount Coronet with the security corps in tow. He's determined to handle this whole space-time rift business himself, including dealing with the Pokemon that's been spotted on the other side. That's why I was filling in for the regular guards with Pikachu at the ready. Well, we aren't getting anywhere out here. Let's head inside and report to the captain. So you managed not to die, just as I ordered. Well done. I have no idea what you're implying. All I know is Abra vanished of its own accord, inconveniencing me greatly. Before moving forward, I must ask. I assume that you were here again because you've managed to learn something of use. Yeah, I got this thing. Go on. It's red. You explain about the red chain you obtained. A legendary tool said to bind the very world. Commander Kamado is no longer here in Jubilife Village. The security corps had been scouting the area near the space-time rift, and they reported sightings of something on the other side of it, something that resembled a Pokemon. The commander made the decision to take the security corps to the mountains so as to prepare to fend off any possible threat. They were to make for the temple at the peak. However strong the commander himself may be, he should have gotten Mellow to help. As the captain of the Survey Corps, I hereby order you to proceed as follows. Mellow, take that red chain to Mount Coronet, make your way to the peak, and put an end to all this. You are officially reinstated at your former rank. Are you certain you can do that with the commander away, Captain? I'm the commander now. If he didn't wish me to decide things in his place, then he should not have left me in charge here. Then I'll go as well. We're all in this together as members of the Survey Corps. Naturally, no one suggested you should not. Oh, hi. What are you doing here? Something the matter, Lucario? I'm Rai, and you are? Okay, you're Mellow. Nice to meet you. What is it, Lucario? It seems Lucario sensed your strong aura, too. If you're willing to battle us, could you come to the training grounds? If it isn't one of our beloved customers, might I trouble you to help me with a little survey work? In my family, we've always passed down tales of some ancestor that lived in a village around the Avalanche Slopes, but I've never been able to find any hint of such a settlement ever existing. I'm beginning to doubt the tales are true. But everyone wants to know about where they came from, don't they? So help me out. See if you can find any evidence people ever lived around the Avalanche Slopes. Huh, that's interesting. Like side quests. Did you find the commander, Mellow? The commander's already at Mount Coronet. Already? How could a grown man like Commander Kamado be so reckless? First expelling you, Mellow, and now this? I think he needs a stern talking to. As leader of the Pearl Clan loyal to Almighty Sinnoh who reigns over all space, I can go anywhere in vast Hisui that I please, and now I am going to go stop the commander. Who is the reckless one? Hey, you got run in the village, right? But you still tried to find a way to help us all? That's right, Mellow worked hard to get that red chain to help us. Too right, and a fine job he did too. The Survey Corps is always hard at work for the sake of everyone here in the village, as well as for the sake of our relations with Pokemon. Thanks, here, take this. Your orders are 3. 1. Make for the summit camp, and from there the Temple of Sinnoh. 2. Use the red chain to resolve this mess. And 3. Return here alive. I've heard the latest, so you've been accepted back into the Galaxy team, have you? I suppose congratulations are in order. Here's some max potions for me to celebrate. It looks like the big moment is upon us at last, but no doubt it'll be fine. After all, you worked so hard to earn that red chain. Both Adamant and Irida have headed to the peak as well. My good friend Mellow, I wish you great fortune in the battles to come. I would truly regret losing one of our most beloved and loyal customers. It seems Kamado intends to use the summit camp as a base of operations for this undertaking. As for me, I think I will set up shop closer to the temple itself. Things certainly seem to have gotten out of hand. Well, if anything goes wrong, the great Mellow will be here, for moral support at least. Alright. This is the stone portal. I've been told not to let anyone pass, but really I'm not sure what the point is any longer. Think you could go ask for me? Oh, still alive and kicking. Sorry about having to shutter the wallflower. I'd much rather be there now serving up some freshly grilled potato mochi. But that taskmaster Kamado's gone and left me to oversee our food supply. He always finds a way to put even these old bones to work. While I'm handling that, I suppose I'll handle you as well. Time we got rid of you once and for all. I knew it. I knew he was rotten from day one. I'll make myself plain. Ever since you see someone with fake facial hair, it's a dead giveaway. Like they're up to something. They have to be. I'll make myself plain. As Kamado's right hand, I'm charged with executing all the gritty deeds Kamado can't or won't do himself. I gave him my word I'd get rid of any fools that might dream of getting in the way of his plans. And besides, it's not just Kamado who longs to live in a new home free of fear or strife. His dream is mine now too. You seen my smoke bombs before, right? Well, this is how you're meant to use them. When I heard you managed to quell those nobles one after another, oh, did it ever make my blood run hot and my heart pound. At last. One final opponent worthy of my great ninja techniques that have been left to molder all these long years. Oh, I knew he was rotten from day one. That angers me. I hope this works. Uh-oh. It seems my ninja techniques will soon be consigned to history. Very good, young one. Very good indeed. It's only a foolish ninja who tries to keep after a target they know they cannot beat. And to be honest, I don't hate you. Might actually like you after a fashion. At least for the skill you show in battle. But listen well, Mellow, Pokemon are truly terrifying creatures. Kamado and I saw our hometown burned to the ground by maddened Pokemon running amok. We lost plenty of friends and comrades that day. That's why Kamado came here to Hisui to try to build a new home where people could live free from fear. But to achieve something truly great, you sometimes have to take extreme actions. If, hypothetical as it may be, a Pokemon were to appear from within that space-time rift, Kamado might lose hold of his reason. Save Kamado from himself, by force if you must. Do that, and I'll stuff you full of more delicious potato mochi than a human stomach can handle. You better take that red chain up to the top of the mountain. That Pokemon threatening to descend on the peak at any moment now, I think it may be the Almighty Sinnoh. But all this has to be stopped, and you're the only one who can do it. Almighty Sinnoh seems to be nearly here, but still the commander obstructs us. You again. I've heard that this red chain of yours will bind the world. I assume that to bind the world means to hold the world together, keeping it as it's meant to be. A welcome idea, but can I truly put my faith in such tales? Maybe. Commander, please be reasonable. I understand that you're bound to protect your people as commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team, but I have the same duty toward my clan. But doubting Mellow like this, you're not just wrong, you're a fool. Perhaps you're right, but if I were to simply place my faith in this boy and that faith were to be betrayed, then how could I possibly face my people? You may think you're the only one desperate to protect the people of Jubilife, but you're not. Mellow's putting his life on the line as well. Fine, enough. Let fate decide what happens next. Whichever of us is stronger will prevail. Face me with your Pokemon, Mellow. Today we battle in earnest. Dang. Any Pokemon that threatens our life here must be eliminated. Yeah, it sounds like he really changed his attitude, huh? You truly are a force to be reckoned with. I'm commander now. Mellow, the fates have decided. I concede and I apologize sincerely for doubting you. Commander Kamado. Potato. I know I have no right to ask it of you any longer, but please use that strength of yours for the sake of the Galaxy Expedition team. No, for the sake of the Celestica people and all the Pokemon living in Hisui. Don't you worry, Commander, we've got the red chain. I'm gonna do it. Of course there's buried treasure over here, why wouldn't there be? Oh, old verse 11. Alright. Yeah, sure. Let our wishes reach heaven's crown, the people together vowed, so they and their Pokemon bore a stone to the peak of heaven's mount. The people carved the gathered stones in shapes of Pokemon, the 10 Pokemon that Sinnoh shone its almighty light upon. I see. Hello? Okay, everyone's just kind of freaking out. I am here. Come on, now's the time. Use the red chain. Wait, what is this? There's a voice in my head. No, in my heart. It's speaking to me. You hold the red chain. Try to catch me then. Whoa, Irida, do you hear what you're saying? Catch you? Almighty Sinnoh, I think Almighty Sinnoh may be speaking to me. It's telling me you hold the red chain. Try to catch me then for the fight to come. Take these. Oh, it's Palkia. He was like, whatever. I don't care about your chain. Alright, here we go. Alright. Off to a great start. Have an Ultra Ball. Really? Okay. He caught it, right? He caught Almighty Sinnoh. The red chain's been shattered, but we've still got the Pokemon of the Lakes to thank for getting this far. Oh, well done, Mellow, my boy. Masterfully handled. I was watching the whole time as you battled and caught your way to a simply stunning victory. You truly are the pride of the Survey Corps. Looks like I taught him well. Ah, I can hear Almighty Sinnoh. No, it's called Palkia. Mighty Palkia is speaking to me in my mind. Space-time grows chaotic. The power fails. The frenzied one, it comes now to fight. That is why I'm here. You're telling me there's another one? But the red chain smashed to bits. No way even Mellow could tackle another Pokemon as strong as that last one now. Oh snap. It's Dialga. That's quite a text box. All of you, we must vacate this. Forget the fancy talk. Book it. Come on, we gotta make it back to the summit camp while we still can. We need to leave before this other Almighty Sinnoh decides it wants to fight us. But Commander, we can't just leave it here. You dunce, you won't be any use to anybody if you die up here on this mountain. What are you waiting for? I'm telling you, we gotta get gone. Such dreadful power. It's certainly beyond our current capabilities to survey such a creature. I'm amazed you even managed to stay on your feet before it, Mellow. And did you notice the energy pouring out of the rift? It seems likely that a buildup of this same energy was what caused the strange lightning that threw the noble Pokemon into their frenzied states. So our two clans truly were following different Almighty Sinnoh, but both were real. What a shocking turn of events. To say nothing of the shock of hearing the commander speak so differently. I must apologize from the bottom of my heart to both of you as fellow leaders. You saw the truth that I could not. You never abandoned your trust in Mellow. And to you, Mellow. I acted on ill-considered presumptions and drove you from the Galaxy Expedition team, forcing you to face great hardship alone. And despite all that, you still strove to save all of Hisui. Well, it's not like we could just sit back and ignore the space-time rift. And we understood, Commander, that you had reasons to act as you did. Commander, might I suggest we return to the matter at hand? We left things in quite a state up at the temple. That's the stuff, Mr. Professor. You'd rather face what's in front of us than dwell on the past, huh? Just what I'd expect from a real scientist. A dependable attitude indeed. Yes, let us move on. No need to speak any further about my rash actions, not to mention my loss of composure. It seems that having Mellow about has been a good influence on all. That's only natural. Mellow is strong enough to defeat even this new opponent single-handedly. Whoa, slow down. Did you forget that the red chain broke? We'll be alright, armed with the knowledge mighty Palkia imparted to me. Palkia, the Pokemon that talked to you? Yes, it told me its name, but that's not all. It also told me this. Stone of Creation's beginning, the Chain of Red, the vessel of humankind's invention. Unite these three and calm the chaos now disturbing the flow of time. And then mighty Palkia must go back with us back to the temple, it said. Well, that Chain of Red is in pieces now, but if little bits will do, I gathered those. And the vessel of humankind's invention, I dare say that might refer to a Pokeball. That's gotta be it, but what about that Stone of Creation's beginning part? Leon might have some idea. He's knowledgeable about stones and minerals. He even goes digging for ore sometimes. Is that so? Then Warden Leon will be a fine resource to consult. And what are your thoughts, Professor Lavington? Do you have any idea what this stone could be? Oh, upon my word, perhaps I do. Mellow, my boy, could you lend me those plates you received from Weirdier and the others? The ones the Volo said had messages engraved upon them? Just as I remembered, here on the back of the Earth plate it says, when the universe was created, its shards became this plate. I think this may be a hint to what we need. How do you mean? Don't you see? We must search for stone, or rather ore, I suppose, that shares the same material properties as these plates. In fact, I believe that young Leon might know just where to find such a thing, as he said he'd been investigating it at Volo's urging. Now that you mention it, that Volo fellow's come around the diamond settlement asking about those plates before too. This seems like a lead worth following. It's decided then. Thus begins our search for the Stone of Creation's beginning. Although the name is rather a mouthful, wouldn't you say? I propose we call it Origin or... Irida, maybe you ask for your clan's aid once more. Of course, I'll call you into the summit camp at once. I waited as long as anyone could reasonably expect, but my invitation just never came. So I decided to honor you all with an unsolicited visit. Be glad and rejoice. Now, Adaman, I see all these other louds have their little tasks to be getting on with, but what of the great Melly? Where's my role in all this? I'm your leader, Melly. Show a shred of respect, would you? Fine, whatever. Just hurry up and give me a job, great leader Adaman, and make it a good one. You want a job? Fine. Your job is to support the others. All the other wardens are busy looking after their nobles and keeping the people of our clans from panicking. Take a hint. Oh, Adaman. Oh, you silly, foolish boy. Don't you understand anything? Everyone has work they are suited to and work they are not. And oh, before I forget, it seems you weren't entirely useless after all, Galaxy Team Grunt. Well done, you. Take this as a reward for your adorable efforts. Just my way of encouraging the little people. And you're also little compared to me. I brought Leon. Yeesh, that ugly hat suits you as poorly as this important role does. I don't like this at all. I should be the one consulted for my wisdom. Hisui's ores and stones are her precious resource. Since I was the first to realize that fact, it's only natural that I should be the first consulted. If you have a problem with it, perhaps you'd like to take it up with Cleaver in battle, with that bumbling ball of yours. Excuse me, that bumbling ball is more than capable of zapping both you and that ugly bug of yours all the way back to your stupidly oversized tree. Shall we prove it to you now? Melly, give it a rest and play nice with the Pearl Clan folks for once, would you? Bigger things are at stake here. But Adaman, everyone back home is all worked up because the Pearl Clan got to speak to Almighty Sinnoh or Palkia or whatever. Do you want them to hog all the glory? Warden Leon, if you would. Certainly. Then let us set out at once. We make for the primeval grotto. What a curious cave. I feel some extraordinary power here, as if the world itself was created in this very place. What do you think, Leon? Taking into consideration my knowledge of ores, my skill at mining, and the strength of my Sliggoo's moves, I think you better leave any extraction work up to us, wouldn't you say? We're gonna have to ask you to stop right there. Oh, these chicks. Oh, come on, who's there? We don't have any time to waste with... Clover, we haven't seen you since you walked out in the clan. Where have you been all this time? I don't have to tell you nothing. Look, you can carry on digging that treasure you're after, then you'll give it to us. I don't know why you even look surprised. It's not as if you were hard to follow. What we seek may be as precious as treasure, but this isn't about how valuable it is. We needed to restore this awful sky to normal. That earnest goody two-shoes act of yours is what made me leave the Pearl Clan in the first place. Enough. I don't care why any of you ran off to play bandit, but I won't let you get in Leon's way. There are 3 of you and 3 of us. Let's go, Mellow. You take charm. Clover, why not come back to the Diamond Clan? Times are changing, we're changing, and we could really use someone as strong as you are. Are you joking? I've got no interest in living back in that place with all its stupid rules. Look, we'll let you keep your treasure this time, but you better do something about that sky. You're as strong as ever, Mellow. Maybe you really can do something about that monstrous creature at the top of the mountain. But even if you do, next time we meet, you won't escape without a beating. Remember that. Y'all make no sense. Honestly, those 3, what do they even come here for? Oh well, I'll heal up everyone's Pokemon. The Corn that I remember never hesitated to help someone in need, even if she groused as she did so. I suspect they may have been worried about us, perhaps even wanting to help. And they should have just said so. What a pain they are hiding behind all that attitude. I was able to extract some of that origin ore, or whatever it is you wish to call it. I suppose it had better go with you, Mellow. Alright. That was surprisingly easy. No, you simply failed to recognize my skill. You ought to be praising my hard work, honestly. I knew we could count on you, Leon. No wonder Cleaver recognizes you as a worthy warden. Let's hurry back to Mr. Professor and show him what we got. That Laventon's got sound judgment, plus knowledge to spare, despite his silly streak. Oh, Professor. So this is the Stone of Creation's beginning, the origin ore. Yes, one can certainly feel an imposing aura emanating from it. Could this be the feeling of the very origin itself? I've been meaning to ask since you brought that up, but the origin of what exactly? Of everything by the sound of it. Exactly, my girl. Now then, back we go to Jubilife Village. Well. Alright, Mr. Professor, it's all in pieces now, but this is what's left of the red chain. Splendid. Even in pieces, I think we'll find it still perfectly fit for purpose. We're jolly lucky you had the foresight to pick up all these broken bits back at the temple. Your turn, Mellow. Next comes the Stone of Creation's beginning. There you go. The fragments of the red chain collected at great personal risk by the Diamond Clan. Then the Stone of Creation's beginning, which we only learned of thanks to the Pearl Clan. And now it is time for the Galaxy team to play its part and turn these items into a proper vessel. Akari, my girl, you are one of our team's greatest craftspeople. Could I ask you to do the honors? This is my true battlefield, Mellow, even if it may be safe indoors. This may take us some time. Perhaps the rest of you had best wait outside while we work. Come on, Mr. Professor. Wish they'd hurry it up in there. I'm starting to suspect all your prattling about the value of time is a cover for your own impatience. If sitting back and waiting actually solved things, I'd sit forever, because that'd be using time well, unlike this. We've done it, Mellow. It's complete. I dub it the Origin Ball. If the message conveyed to our good clan leader can be believed, then this should allow you to catch the Pokemon that has appeared at the Temple of Sinnoh. A singular and irreplicable Pokeball that can be used to catch the frenzied Pokemon raging at the Temple of Sinnoh. These Pokeballs of yours are full of wonders. To think the fate of all Hisui could rest in something so tiny. It's interesting how catching a Pokemon in one of these things brings the two of you closer together. Wait, please, I hear something. That voice is speaking in my mind again. You mean Palkia? Yes, it appears that mighty Palkia is willing to lend its own strength to us in this battle. Now that's what I like to hear. The Pearl Clan's almighty Sinnoh, well, I guess I should just call it Palkia, is one fierce Pokemon. Everything's ready now, Mellow. Take the Origin Ball and hurry back to the Temple of Sinnoh together with Palkia. Alright. And here you are, Lost One, ready to face your fate atop Mount Coronet. It seems a vicious battle might await you. I guess I'm going. Oh, well said. Now hearken to my words, young ones. Time cannot be severed from space, nor space from time. The being you will encounter at the Temple of Sinnoh is Dialga, ruler of all time. If it is allowed to run wild, time itself will twist and bend here in Hisui, and eventually the very world may be broken. But you have the aid of its counterpart, Palkia, the ruler of space. And therein lies hope. Balance will be brought to time and space, and the world can once again be as it should. Now take Palkia to your side and make for the Temple of Sinnoh once more. I must say, this is quite the intriguing village. Perhaps I'll have a look around before I go. See what your clothier has on offer. Excuse me, is this the time for shopping? Well, I'll hardly have time for shopping if the world ends, will I, young man? Fair point. Alright, Mellow, once you feel ready, set out. We make for the Temple of Sinnoh once more. Oh, thank goodness you passed by. Please, I need you to rescue my Spheal. Its adorable round body caused it to go rolling down the hill, and it's headed straight for the Stone Tooth Rose and Boulder Roll Ravine. Those areas are full of dangerous Pokemon. You're that new survey corps member everyone's talking about, right? Please help me find my dearest Phil. Yeah, but not right now. Like, sorry, I got things to do. Just the boy I've been waiting for. I know you can buy various sundries at the base camp, but I thought it might be helpful to you if I set up here closer to the temple. I want to have front row seats if there's a chance to see into the world of myth and legend. I'll probably be creeping even closer to the action once the battle actually begins. Well, but you won't have to worry about me. I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself. Besides, I know all too well the strength of you and your Pokemon. I got no doubt you'll have this whole thing tied up in a neat bow before I could possibly be in any danger. I have arrived. For so long I thought that I had to eliminate any outside element that might threaten the people of Jubilife Village. Whether that meant banishing you or seeking to destroy the Pokemon of the temple, I felt it was only my only path. But you showed me that I was wrong to think in such a way. Are you ready for this challenge, recruit? Yeah, I think so. Mellow, in all of vast space your place has found you. What in the world does that mean? It's a Pearl Clan saying. It reminds us that occasions we must rise to are also stages when we may prove ourselves, where we might shine our brightest. So basically you're saying not to feel nervous. I'm starting to see the appeal of how you Pearl Clan people think, in some situations anyway. We will support you in whatever way we can, though I doubt you'll need it. Mellow, protect Hisui and her people. Protect time and space for her Pokemon. Well, so much for the temple, I guess. Ow. Wow, he totally cheated. He caught it. He really did it, didn't he? My eyes aren't lying, right? He actually went and caught it. Yes, so good show. What a catch. You contained that fearsome thing in the origin ball. Absolutely astounding as ever, Mellow. Finally. Formidable as usual, Mellow. Yes. See you in the commander sheds a tear now and then. Never thought I'd see the day. Yes, what a sight to have witnessed. Ouch, what gives, Commander? Not sure I deserved a sumo throw. Well, at least it seems this is no dream. Listen up, all of you. We faced a calamity unlike any we have known, but we were able to overcome it by working as one. This calls for a celebration, a festival for us all. Gather your clans, this will be the greatest celebration Hisui has ever seen. Celebrate with the Diamond Clan? The two clans together, huh? Well, since it turns out we were both following a true almighty Sinnoh of our own, I guess the times when we'd fight over what's wrong or right are ancient history now. I'm sure our ancestors would be shocked to see us agree, but this may well be the best path toward protecting the space we all share. Let us celebrate, for today dawns a new day for all those who live in the Hisui region. Alright, and that's credits. That wraps up the main quest of Pokemon Legends Arceus. We shall see if there's any like post-game content. I mean, obviously there's still a whole Pokedex to complete, and I didn't find any shinies other than that one scripted one, so I mean, obviously this won't be my last episode. Yeah, from here on out it's pretty much gonna be, if there's any post-game stuff, I'll do that, and then like side quests and stuff, and if I run into any shinies while I'm out doing Pokedex completion stuff, then I'll show that. So that's pretty much what this series is gonna become going forward. Thank you for adventuring with us. Your ARC phone is beeping. Seek out all Pokemon. Good morning, Mellow. Looks like the space-time rift has vanished. The sky's gone back to normal again, which I suppose means we better get back to our original mission, completing the Pokédex. We're gonna meet in the Survey Corps office to discuss our next steps, and see you there soon, Mellow. Yo, I caught 2 legendaries. I should automatically be advanced to 7th star at least. At least. Never, never, you whelp. Oh look, it's part 3 of the same quest. I gotta bring him sand radishes. What you need? Hello there, Mellow. You know, we have an interesting member in the security corps, a secret weapon if you will. They're a bit of a Pokemon battle master, in fact. Think I could trouble you to face our secret weapon in battle? I guess. Give us a moment then. So I heard the news. There's to be a face-off between 2 masters. You know, I've heard our core secret weapon can even defeat alpha Pokemon. I have things set, come with me. Here's our ace in the hole. Rest. Please, Captain Zisa, I'm just a common guardsman. However, as long as I stand in defense of this gate, I have no intention of letting anyone defeat me. You broke through my defenses. I thought I could do better than that, seeing as how I'm a guardsman. This was to be expected. Setting out beyond the village and battling so many different Pokemon in the course of your Survey Corps work has made you very strong. You know, my first job as a guardsman was catching some Bidoof that seemed intent on infiltrating the village. Since then, I've kept many Pokemon from passing through our gates. Sometimes I'd slip up and let some in. Goodness would people let me have it. But I also befriended some of the Pokemon, and before I knew it, we'd grown strong together. I gained so much, and all because I was trying to make sure folks could live safely here. It's my job to keep everybody safe, isn't it? And there's one last thing I'd like to tell you if you're heading outside the village again. Stay safe out there, kid. And now I think I'd better get back to work. Alright. Well, that's gonna do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And most importantly, have a great day.